need to talk, Sony. This is not good. Not good! What's up, guys? Welcome back to Platinum Hunters Extra for another PS Plus update. Essential. It's not good. As Anthony Fantano would say, it's not good. We got problems this episode. And let's start with the ones we've been given for the Essential. We got Saints Row, not the good ones, the bad one, the remake one that came out last year, and it had problems then. It's got problems now. The Embracer Group just announced that Volition Studios has been shut down. This is hot off the press of when I am recording this on Thursday. Volition was shut down because of this game. Yeah, that's Saints Row. We're getting that one. And then we're also getting Generation Zero, which is an open world mech game. I had to look this up, which sounds like it should be up my alley. But apparently this game's open critic score is awful. It's not good. So that's disheartening. That's not good. And then we also have Black Desert, which a lot of people do like. They really like this game. So this is actually the brightest spot in the update, but it is an MMO, and when we get into the trophy guide, you're gonna see how many people get filtered very quickly. You'll see. And that's not all. It's not just these three games that Sony announced. No, they also announced that they're going to be increasing the price of PlayStation Plus. Now, things can't last forever at the prices that they tend to be. We know that. Like, even Game Pass recently increased its price ever so slightly, and they've really been holding off on increasing it in a major way, which eventually they will. I understand that. But the Essential tier went from $60 USD to $80 USD. That's a jump of $20 USD. And then you can factor in your equivalent prices. So mine, I think, was $90. I think that's what it is now if I want to update my Essential tier. And also the Extra and Premium tiers have increased as well. And the Premium tier has jumped to $160 USD. I don't know in what universe Sony thinks the Premium tier is good enough, even with the ability to cloud stream now, good enough to be $160 a year. They have drip fed PlayStation Plus classics into this service 2-3 at a time every month since the stupid thing began. And now they think, oh, we have enough value and enough games to warrant increasing the price in this way. What a fucking joke. What a fucking farce that is. Are you joking? And now I have to cover these updates because now I'm doing the updates in a half-hearted way because maybe I think people should actually not play anything in these services because of the price jump like this. And they haven't given us anything else new to add to the service other than the cloud streaming, which should have been there before. But now that's there, and the rest of the package just doesn't hold up to the price that they expect us to pay per year so we can have them. I'll talk more about that when we get our next Extra Premium update. I'll go into more detail. Maybe there will be something else that will come out as well. Maybe there's some ace up their sleeve that'll make it all worth it, because right now I don't understand how Crying Jim Ryan and the gang could think that this price increase is worth it's worth it for everybody to keep premium. they're nuts over there. They're absolutely nuts. But let's focus on what you came here for. Let's take a look at these essential games. These three very polarizing. Let's just get into it. Let's go. You start with Saints Row, and this is a open world game that will take you about 45 hours to complete the platinum. There's a lot to do, a lot of your typical map marker stuff, your collectibles, and it starts off this trophy guide with a notice saying that this guide may contain major spoilers throughout the game. Please read at your own risk. So we're gonna kind of like try not to cover it too deeply, especially the story stuff. But also it says it is recommended that you make regular backup saves, especially before playing co-op. Playing co-op can freeze your progress on challenges, therefore impacting trophies. Challenge accepted. It's a bird and jack of all trades. This game, when it came out, was buggy, and the trophies were also buggy. There's been a ton of time. It's been about a year since this game came out, so maybe they fixed this stuff. I don't know for sure, but you should be cautious if you do want to get into it, so you don't have to end up starting all over again and doing this all over again. Just taking a look here, you got collectibles like Finders, Keepers, and the Collector. You even have an online trophy. It says here, Prankster, prank a co-op partner. Now, I guess you can't play split screen co-op, so you have to play it online. And it says here, it is highly recommended that you make this your final trophy, as co-op can bug out your challenge progress and therefore have issues obtaining trophies. And they include this part as part of it. So, okay. That's not good. I don't really want to play games that are like that, where if you play co-op or if you do something you're not supposed to, you're going to bug yourself out of the platinum trophy. And then you got a whole bunch of stuff here. Complete every district. So you're gonna have unlock Criminal Empire, Tier 5, sing karaoke with the Saints. You got like faction stuff with mini bosses. You got your typical open world stuff. Vehicle upgrades, co-op cleanup, obtain 85 items in the collectibles app. You got your miscellaneous trophies and stuff like that. If I wasn't so burnt out of co-op stuff, I might give this a try. But there are also better Saints Row games that you could play that have been brought to the PS4, like Saints Row 3 and 4 and Gat Out of Hell. So, if I'm going to cover a Saints Row game, it's not going to be this one. I'm just telling you that right now. And it's up to you. You're getting this for free with your tier, now $80 instead of $60. It's up to you if you want to check it out. There's no harm, no foul if you have Essential. But you might not want to stick around. It's up to you if you think so. I won't be covering this on the channel, I'll tell you that right now. Then we got another open world game in Generation Zero. And on paper, aside from the open world that gets an X on that, mechs is my jam. I love mechs. And this sounds like a fun time. It's a 4 out of 10 difficulty, 35 hours to complete. And then you got stuff like destroying machines with certain attacks. You got your milestone weapon kind of stuff. You got main missions to complete. You finish the main storyline. You got side missions to do. What's the main hook? You got collectibles. So again, kind of like another open world game like Saints Row, except not cringe probably. Maybe, I don't know. And also, you're in a mech, which sounds even better. Playing an open world game in a mech sounds awesome. And then after, you got loot. You got your good old loot system, like Borderlands, except you got your exceptional, which is purple, special, your gold weapons, and you got experimental weapons. Like Borderlands has experimental weapons too. They just kind of ape that, I guess. But it could be fun. Open world game with loot in it. Unfortunately, people have spoken up. The game apparently is not that good. Its Metacritic score is not that good, so I don't know why that tanked it. But it did. That's what it is. I don't think I'll be checking this one out either. Unfortunately, I just, if I'm gonna play an open world game, it's gonna be Spider-Man 2. That's that. I've played too many of these on the channel. I need to take a break. And lastly, here we are, Black Desert. Now, people who play this game love this game. They have a lot of fun with this MMO, but as you can see, for the average person, this trophy run takes 550 hours. Are you kidding me? Now, that's pretty generous for an MMO, but if you're in it to get a plat and get out, 550 hours? Oh, that's steep. And the other thing that kills me is on this thing, they give it a 2 out of 10. Let me rant for a sec here. The amount of people who do not take into consideration time as part of the difficulty score just drags me. It just drags me. Maybe between the MMOs, maybe this is one of the easiest ones compared to all the other MMOs like Final Fantasy, Elder Scrolls Online. Maybe you could also include, I know it's not necessarily an MMO, but you could include Monster Hunter World in that equation. How am I supposed to put Black Desert 2 out of 10, 550 hours, sitting beside Astro's Playroom 2 out of 10, 5 hours? How am I supposed to sit those beside each other? I'm honestly, we're going to compare Astro and this game. They're both 2 out of 10s out of context, not knowing what they are, but one's 6 hours and one's 550 hours. Okay, let's dive in here. So, there's something that says here, warning, leveling up to level 50 will activate PvP. You can stay at level 49 until you use the clear memory piece the Black Spirit has given you in your inventory. And you can skip the Great One until the very last trophy. The Great One, this trophy is a huge step up. Achieve combat level 50. So, in this guide, they're recommending that you take care of everything you need to before you activate PvP, because I can understand how that could be a pain in the ass if someone just rolls up. He's got the best armor, he's leveled up, he says, oh look at this little fish right here, and I'm gonna fuck him up because he's only level 50. I could understand how that could be frustrating, especially considering how much grinding is in this. Here we go, all of the grindy trophies, in which we got Recognized by All, Derby Horse Trainer, Firm Machinist, Fishing Guru. Of course, fishing, always a grind, no matter what game you play. This is very important. Look for a guild that has a high life skill XP level. You can join a guild by typing in the in-game chat, press the touchpad plus square, ask if anyone has a guild like that. This guide will really get into it, but there's 20 trophies to do. A lot of them involve leveling up certain skills, and the most grindiest ones, leveling up your training for horse, processing level 41, fishing level 21, fishing level 51. This one here, Recognized by All. It says, all the residents in the territory recognize you and smile. Achieve 150 contribution points. And it looks like you need a lot of XP to get there. So this game, very much MMO. You'll really have to get deep into its systems. I can't do it justice covering it here. But the thing you need to know is if you want to get in for a plat, 550 hours minimum. If you like that, if you like MMOs and you want to get into one, it's up to you if you think you want to get in. Now, there is a game that's apparently tied in to Black Desert called Crimson Desert, and this is a single player game being made by the same people, Pearl Abyss. So I'm kind of interested in this one. People talk very highly about Black Desert. It's not my type of game. I would never play something like that, but I might check this out. Single player experience. This looks like a good way to get into the universe of the desert universe. I might check this one out when it releases, or maybe later down the line. I think this is more my jam. So there you have it. A very, very, very disappointing month of games, and they had to increase the price when they put out this month of games, where I can guarantee you most people will check out Saints Row, but they probably won't finish it. They just want to see what was all the negative hype about. They'll see very soon what it's about. I won't be playing any of these, and I'm going to save my rants until the next extra premium update we do in about 2 weeks. Hopefully Sony finds a way to convince everybody that the service is worth the price hike. Maybe they have something up their sleeve, but I'll wait until then. I'll give it a fair shake for 2 weeks, and then I'll let them have it if nothing happens. But let me know down in the comment section what you think about these games in this month. Whether you think it's good, whether you think it's bad, whether you think it's ugly, and tell me what you think about the price increase. Are you canceling your subscriptions? I am definitely canceling my extra and premium subscription when the time comes. I think I'm good until sometime in 2024, but when the time comes, bye. I hope all your trophy hunting expeditions go incredibly well, and peace out.